Alright, so today we're going to be looking at self-service. This is what the self-service screen looks like. You see you have all these different tabs here. You can find this by looking up datavu1.valpo.edu. You're going to be logging in with your username and password. Make sure you use your username and not your email. So self-service is basically a spot for everything a student could ever need to get through Valpo. This is going to be your financial information, how you plan your classes, where you see your grades, all of that good stuff. So here on the home page, we have student finance and financial aid. Basically, how much money is the university giving me in aid? How much money do I owe them? This is important if you're going to be applying for loans, or if somebody else is going to be paying this for you, you're going to need to add them as a proxy. We will go over proxy access in a different video though. Tax information, banking information, and employee. This is all mostly going to be used if you have a student job. Banking information is where you tell the university where you would like the money that you're earning to go. Tax information is exactly what it sounds like. Tax information will be in there, tax forms, things like that. Employee, this is where you're going to log your hours so that the university can pay you. There's basically just like a little calendar looking thing in there, and you just log your hours. Student planning and course catalog are probably the two that people use the most, because this is where you're going to be planning out future semesters. We are going to have a video specifically dedicated to how to use student planning, so stay tuned for that. Grades, very straightforward. You're going to see midterm grades, final grades, GPAs, things like that, and it'll be broken down by semester. Graduation overview is really something you only should be using once. It's when it comes time to graduate, you need to apply to do so. So when you're ready to graduate, you've completed all your stuff, it's time. You go to graduation overview, you'll submit a graduation application. You can click on any of these things and it'll bring up more information, different pages, things like that. But if you're looking for something ultra specific, you can come over here to the left side of your screen. You're going to see all these different little tabs over here. If you click on home, it's going to bring you to this. This is the home page. Now this is financial information. You'll see that when I click on financial information, it gives me more drop downs. Under student finance, you can find account summary, account activity. This will let you see like if you're on a payment plan, things like that. Financial aid, you get a bunch of different things here. You can see your offer letter, you can see what you've been awarded, satisfactory academic progress, basically, are you completing the right portion of your class to keep your aid from the university. Yeah, so if we get out of financial information here, you can see there's also employment. You can go under employee, you'll have all these different options here. This will make more sense to you if you do have a job on campus. You'll see that you'll be using some of these sometimes. Academics, this is what you're going to use the most. Things like the unofficial transcript, your grades, the course catalog, register for classes, and student planning. Planning overview, plan and schedule. This is where you're going to be, plan and schedule specifically is where you're going to be adding classes for future semesters. And then this right here that says My Progress, this is the new edition that we were talking about at Focus this year. This is basically the new degree audit. It'll show you what classes you need to take in order to get your diploma. It'll show you everything that's required for your minors, if you're in Christ College, things like that. You can find that all here. It'll show you what classes you've taken, what classes you have yet to take. If you've withdrawn from classes, it'll tell you what portion of classes you've completed. It's a really helpful tool. And then under user options, this is where you can add emergency contacts, and then that add proxy access is also under here as well. Like I said earlier, we will be going over how to add and view proxy access in another video coming up soon.